Good now, everyone. I hope this broadcast finds you well. My name is Artorius Winchester, Scholar of the Dreaming Glade. And welcome back to a spot of Mahjong. It has been not that long for once, actually. I think we were teaching Merc and Pixel like last week. But, you know what? I fancy getting stuck in and playing some games on my own, as it were. So I'm going to be doing a bit of hitting the old rank ladder tonight, because that, well, it was going quite well for a time, and then I got 3/4 in a row, and I got a bit sad, because I was this close to expert too. And yeah. So we kind of want a repeat of this bit, and not this bit. In a pinch, we'll take this, honestly. But this good, this not so good. Oh. Yeah, I hope everyone's doing very well this fine evening. I am not doing too bad. I definitely got knocked around a bit earlier this week by that kind of like headache and that Thursday. Say apologies for cancelling stream last minute there, but I don't want to give, people something where I'm, where I'm just going to be like, hey, ow, for the entire stream. Like, it wasn't going to be a very fun time. Whereas this hopefully will be. I say hopefully. I'm sure whatever the outcome, it will be. I also note from the, is it event? No. Mail, isn't it? No, it's not that. Info, that's the one. Yeah, so they're rerunning the Akagi event, which is interesting. There's also some, tournament on for it, but, sure, whatever. But yeah, we're gonna get Akagi stuff back, and I'm honestly mostly excited. Getting the Akagi character would be nice and all, although I think I'd probably still use Saturn here over him. The Akagi character is cool. I think this is the collab where they had those nice hands that are, gloved to put your tiles down, like they had in the, Washizu Mahjong bit of the anime. And I would fucking love one of them. I would, because I think they're only about, to pity them, they're only about, a third of what you need for a character. I might, try my luck with the rolls, see if I get a character, and if all else fails, just get that. Which means, I might lose a fair bit of money. Jongle, indeed there, Pixel. Oh, nice to see you. I hope you're doing very well. I was just talking about my inevitable lightening of my wallet when this Akagi event comes out, because I might put in for a few rolls of that. I think it's out in 2 days or something. Maybe. Oh, no, okay. Weird. That's there, but we haven't got anything here at the minute now. We've just got bartender and the fucking the Joker. You may notice actually that my my pity is at 1 at the minute. That's because I got a few little extra trinkets. Because I thought I've got about 100 pity there. I don't care about characters anymore. Let's get some other bits of decor. So what I've gone and purchased is yeah, so I've got I didn't have one of these, but I was like, okay, I've got one of the Green Dragon ones, let's get the other one. And I've also got some new you probably can't see it here. I've got some new in-game music. So I thought, change it up a bit, why not? So we shall be giving that a go when we head into this first game of the evening. But yeah, hopefully it keeps the variety there and that. I could just find a playlist of stuff, or I could go and put on the Bleen Siva Gunner, Bleen Mahjong thing, maybe. Maybe one stream I just do that. Because they did release the Mahjong Bangers album, semi-recently. Grinding up to Gold Room just to snipe you. Oh, I should have, sorry, that's on me. I should also turn streamer mode on, maybe. We don't need this 3, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna... Bit of an odd play. Preferences, corner indices. There we go. So that everyone can read the tiles there. So what do we got in this opening hand? I was so right to drop this 3, by the way. I'm gonna drop this White Dragon. Okay, 2, 3, 4 is great. 6, 7, not bad. 6, 6, 7 we love. 3, 5, well, it's got a Dora in. We'll let it stick around. Do we want 1, 2, 3, 4? I mean, it's better than this Green Dragon, probably. I can certainly do that. 1, 2, 3, pair of 4s. We've got too many pairs. I don't think we need it, actually. I have to think about it a bit. I also don't need this. I'm gonna if the second one comes down, maybe I take it, but we don't need it right now because it's gonna really just tank the amount of points we get out of this hand. Okay, fair enough, fine. You got me. You're really, Okay, now we have to worry about pairs. So we have to drop... Well, now that 4 would have been handy. Oh, well. We'll drop that. Actually, no, we should have dropped the other 4 then. Because... Okay, well, no, we can recover this. My Pinfu, yeah, we may have slightly fucked it. But it's fine, this is the warm-up game. We're just getting our brain back in gear. I will honestly take... No, I don't really... Learned what that factually is today. Yeah, it's all sequences with a big asterisk. You didn't even teach me all the one-hands. Yes, because even teaching someone all the one-hands can overwhelm some people. Oh, here we are. That'll do. That'll do nicely. Let's just auto-summon Ronald, because I'm not aiming for any particular player here. And yeah, as soon as someone drops a... Well, if someone drops a 4 bamboo. Oh, that's not good. Well, this is safe and still keeps my tempi, so I guess we'll do that. I'm not a huge fan of this, though. It's a 1. You wouldn't win on a 1. Fuck, they would win on a 1. Never mind, they wouldn't. We're good. Right. In the event of us having to bail out here... Oh, this is not good. We bail? Yeah, I'm bailing. I'm bailing. This hand is, like, not worth enough for me to consider not bailing. Don't need that. Drop this because it's safe, I guess. Just... Okay, the 6 is also safe for what it's worth. And, like, this hand could come back, to be fair. Okay, did that 1 my opponent cross me? It's probably safer, and it's 3 1s down. You wouldn't be looking for, like, the last 1. Maybe you would, but, like, I'm choosing to believe that you wouldn't, because that makes me feel better. But yeah, even teaching someone all the one-hands can get a bit overwhelming. Okay, there is a 5 here. 2, 3, 4. I don't think there's any... Oh, never mind. That might be how we get back in this. Okay, drop that 'cause it's safe. We're kind of looking to just, like, pawn or chi out something to get in Tenpai here, and then get away with it. We've got 4, 5, 6, pair of 6s. 3, 4, 5. Okay, we'll do that. We'll do that. This is Furiton. Oh, fuck. We got away with it. There we are. And we're still in Tenpai at the end of that, even though we played defensively, so we get a small number of points. Which I think, honestly, is the best outcome to playing defensively there. Shows that sometimes it does. Hello there, sailor. Ooh. Right, get rid of this west wind. Pair of 3s, 3, 4, 5. Love that. Okay, you've immediately taken the west winds, which is odd because you're east seat, but you are allowed to do that. How are people finding the new BGM, by the way? We vibing with it? Ooh, that's big. That's big enough that I'm going to drop this 8 for it. So, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, pair of 3s. We need, like, 1 more tile, and we are, like, Riichi Pinfu. Full flush! No. This is my old friend Riichi Pinfu. Potentially Tanyao, if we can dodge this 9 of, wheels. This is a very easy hand to play, because you just kind of sit back and let it happen. Alternatively, my opponents can all try and play, like, Giga Turbo hands, and I can be very scared. Oh, dear God, can you not? Please? I had a good hand! I still have a good hand. Fuck it, we ball. Go on, you across from me who's going for Tanyao. Drop the 9. I dare you. I dare you to drop a 9. that you can't use in your hand. Ah, goddamn dare you. Or a 6. Honestly, a 6 works better for me, but, like, I'll take a 9 from that player specifically to prove a point. Yep, there we go. What did I say? Oh, it's not Tanya, but it is still, like, you know, 8k. It's a bootleg Mangun. So, we'll take it. We'll definitely take it. This is what happens when you pay attention to what people are dropping. Sometimes. And also, you know, the stars align, because... And let's be honest, I didn't super control what I weighted on there, but I saw it pop up, and I was like, yeah, this can work very well. But that's effort. Oh. At first, perhaps, but eventually you kind of just learn to be able to see it a bit. Not that I'm like some fucking Mahjong savant or anything, and I'm brilliant at it, because holy shit, I'm not. But it's something you can do. This is another kind of banger hand. I kind of... You're going to think me crazy for this. I'm going to drop the green dragon before the white dragon here. Reason being, I want to try and deny people getting triplets of dragons to stop them making faster hands. Because I'm probably not going to use any of these. Same with the red dragon, just try and deny it. Okay, someone could have pawned that, but they didn't, which is concerning, because it means they might have a triplet of it already. Or they just don't want to open their hand. But yeah, we're just going to drop those first. Because I don't want anyone making triplets of these, so I can progress my hand, you know, just get another, like, another Ricci in there. Maybe get another Ricci Pinfu going. 9 doesn't super help me. It helps me even less now, I guess. Not that I was going for any pairs or triplets of 9s to begin with, but... A 6, sure, beats the 9. Beats this 9 of bamboo. All simples or else. We can go all simples here, to be fair. If we need to start moving fast, we could, In fact, hold on, I'm dealer's seat. Yeah, let's 2, 3, 4 this. And then drop this here. Yeah, fuck it. I just realized I'm dealer. Doesn't matter anymore. I can just chi things with great aplomb. And it'll all work out fine, probably, maybe. Who knows? Things are not working out fine. Okay, but I really want to greed this. No, I don't fucking greed it. I have no save tiles. This is as good as anything. Now, if someone drops a 4, we're good. Yeah, I'll take it. I have done what's called yes. Okay. I have done what in the business is called a slight fucky wucky. Salutations. Hi there, Einarchron. Ooh, we dropped this 5. That was super risky. But, like, all of them were unsafe. I know 5's right near the center, and that's gonna be, like, the tile most people, like, need. But it does mean that now that I know that it's safe, I can, I felt 2 wheels there. Yeah, maybe. Okay, well, we know this is a safe drop. The west is probably safe as well. We mahjonging today, I see, like the young kids say these days. Indeed, yes, we are marring the jong. Right, you already dropped a 5 because I cheated it, so I can drop this extra 5. If we could try and pair up on like West Wind here and what might be the funniest. No, okay, let's not do that. I was gonna say if we do manage to take this to Tenpai, we can maybe try and pair up on the West Winds this late in the game. In what might be the no, we can't. This is Tanyao, idiot. Another save 5. That's a 7, 8. Is any of this safe? This 8's safe. Fuck it. Just play safe and fold this one. I'm sorry, but are the cats playing Mahjong? Yeah, I do have a cat paw equipped. Also, Bichi-Ime. Bichi-Ime's just a default character. She's been here from day 1 Mahjonging. This 2 is safe. She's a human, you have to believe her. No, don't pawn this, because we're not going to make anything of this hand anyway. We're just going to take the penalty and move on with our lives. Ooh, that's a 3k penalty, though. Oof, owie, ouch. Okay. You know what? I didn't want to risk it and overstay my welcome there, so to speak. Ooh, stinky hand. We don't like this. This is not the... Ugh. Okay, it's got 2 Nords in. Maybe it's salvageable. Maybe we can play some fast bullshit off this. I mean, not feeling it, Chief. I'm really not feeling this 9. Of course, I couldn't possibly understand the complexity that is Mahjong. Cat versus pawn. We drop the white dragon here. No, we drop the east because already 1 down. This 5 is cool, but it's not near anything. This 1-2 is kind of a bit of a decroded weight on just the 3, but you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. 2 and 7, it's the worst hand in poker, and it's not really great here either. Do we pawn this? No. We resist. I think we get rid of this white dragon. I'm not hugely feeling it. And then our next... Maybe the right idea is to get rid of the 2 there instead. And, like, pray for the white dragon to show up. Just keeping an eye on the fact we've got 4 pairs in hand. Probably means nothing at the minute, but, you know, potential backdoor 7 pairs draw here. But really, we're still looking at this in terms of, like, you know, I guess a couple of pairs here. Yeah, we don't want you. Oh! Oh! Hey, gamers, I think it's time to fold. Well, see, the thing about that is that I, like my mortal soul where it is. And that's really scary. We'll take that, though. Even though it is risky. Again, what safe tiles do I have against this player? My 6s, and that's it. Well, you know what? There's a candidate for that. Oh, I really... See, the problem is I can't call reach on this hand either. That would be unwise of me. Because then I lock myself out of folding. Oh, my God. No, stop that. Put some clothes on, woman. God damn it. I'm trying not to get banned on Twitch television. Oh. Right, okay, she is gone. Good to know that if she calls Ron again, I need to be a bit more ready on that. Oh, okay. So we're in second, which is fine, honestly. Big fan of second. We don't need to worry too much. Player behind us is like, what? Almost 15k? Down? Also, I've realized this is no longer East Roundwind. We're in South Roundwind. So, that's not going to do us much good there. I'll get rid of this red dragon. Sure. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5 pair of 6s is very interesting to me. I don't think this 7 does much of anything. Okay, there's avenues for this hand. There's definitely a kind of, again, you know, the all-reliable Richie Tanyao Pinfu. Now this does spark joy. So we're going to take it over this 8, I think. Oh, and that's double Dora as well. Oh, is double Dora worth committing on this for? No, I think 2 Dora is tempting, but we're not gonna full send just yet. I think we give it a bit, you know. And then we see what's going from there. A pair of 7s. Hear me out, I don't think this helps us. I actually don't think this helps us, like, at all. Because we've already got a pair of 6s here, or a pair of 2s here. We don't need more than that. Oh, we could full send. I'm greeding it. This is definitely greeding it at this point, but I think we can get away without. Okay, that drops our Tanyo, but it does improve the hand. We can drop a 7 first. There's no reason to say why we can't, you know, take this on as a speculative sort of thing and then drop it later in case, you know, something fucking awful happens. Like my opponent calling Reach. Okay, yep. This discard is solid as well. We've got like a 1, a 2, and a 4, and that's all we have to work with. Okay, you probably don't need this unless you're about to hit me with orphans, and if you are, then just fucking do it, I guess. Okay, you know what? We kept ourselves safe. Does mean that we might be in first again? It's the smallest hand you've ever seen in your life, actually. It is inconsequential. It's not even consequential enough to put me back in first. Okay, cool. Glad we did that. Not a fan of this west wind. Or this east wind, to be fair. So those are going to be our first 2 discards of this game. And from there... okay, 7, 8, 9. Love to see that with the door. 6, 7, 8, 9, actually. Potentially drop that. Okay, we got a pair of beasts, but again, it's not our seat or roundwind, which are both south at the minute, so not really a lot to get excited about there. I've got this... I fucking hate this shape. This, like, just every odd number, every even number. I'm like, just give me something between. It feels like there should be so many outs to this, and they never come up. I don't know what it is. Now, I can be tempted mightily by a pair of Dora 8s. That is something you can get me with. I immediately regret dropping that too. I should have dropped this 1, I guess, but I was like, it's slightly more connected. I should also maybe drop the Screen Dragon. It's not doing a lot. But I'll drop this red one first. Again, someone declining the pawn for it, by the looks of things, because there's just that slight delay before it passes my turn. I'm like, okay. I would have had 1, 2, 3. Might have discarded this a little better. But that is simply the mistake we made and the burden we bear for it. I've realized this player started off lean with 3 9s, like the triple 9 of bamboo discard. That's impressive. We do like 6, 7, 8. Now we're gonna need like... It's a bit awkward, this one. Is there ever a world in which we Tanyo this? Yes. I think you can push this for Tanyo with Trip Dora. I think that's definitely worth doing. I'm gonna put the Fear of God in the rest of my opponents as well. Now that 9 does work for us, but it also doesn't because, you know, Tanyo, all simples. So we kind of have to... Oh, not put ourselves in Furiton. Which means this 6 has to go. Okay, the 2, 3 also puts us in Furiton. Oh my giddy aunt. Okay. The 4 of wheels is now Dora. Doesn't do a lot for me, but you know, the best of luck with it. Things have gone slightly south. I am going to play safe. I think it's something I need to do a lot more often, is just this. Just don't overextend where we don't need to. But also, like, this is trip 6s. Please don't kill me. Thank God. Oh, God. None of this is safe. I gotta drop a 7. Oh, I don't like that. That could have been my pair as well. Well, I mean, we're under the assumption I'm making this hand here. And let's be very real, we're not. It was a good stab, but... Oh, it's another can? Okay, we've just established that you're probably safe. If we get a chi here, we can maybe get into 10 pi with waiting on a pair, either side of this 4, 5, 6, 7. That'd be very fortuitous for us. Also, there's a lot of... Oh, no. Oh, hold on. What's the hand? How many Dora are we looking at here? No Uras after all that. It's just a 12k man gun. God damn. I mean, alright. I guess it does put the game closer to finishing. Which, as a person in second, I'm not, you know, not super objecting to by any means. This is an odd hand, to say the least. We've got kind of miscellaneous garbage. We've got a pair of ones, 1, 2, 3 with an extra 3, 6, 7, 8, random 1. So kind of more miscellaneous, lean, you know, crap. Like, okay. Like, half of this hand is really nice, and the other half is, what are we doing here? I think it can shape up to be something. I've realized there's a white dragon down now. I actually got 2 dragons, and they were both the ones that weren't Dora. So let's fix that. This 7 and this 3 are going to be probably not useful. So we'll keep, you know, working our way towards this. This 6, 6, 7, however, I like it more than this 6, 7, 8. Now, you may be asking, why on earth are we not dropping this south? And it's because it's, you know, sea and round. Now that I would maybe drop this south for. The problem with keeping a Dora dragon in hand, however, is that, unlike the south, this is Dora for everyone. Do I need this 3? I kind of don't, right? And then this 4 can, like, sit by the wayside if we find another reason to keep this green dragon about. Doesn't look like we're going to. The problem with keeping a green dragon around is... Ooh, okay. No, okay, you know what? It's fine. I was about to say, the problem with keeping a Dora dragon around is that it can turn to poison in your hand very quickly. In that, like, you want to keep it so you can get the points. And that's exactly what I'm going to do, baby! Woohoo! Excuse me. I'm just gonna fucking take those to the bank. That's my pair. And now I just have to work out how to win the hand. Now, I don't love the idea of having to triple up on either the greens or the ones, because there is exactly a single tile left that would win me that hand. It is a disastrous wait. It is now an impossible wait. And I can't even pawn that. So, what this means is that I don't think I ever actually make this hand. And that's very unfortunate. Let's drop these ones and hope they're safe. Yep, okay, cool. The ones are safe. Gives us 2 safe tiles, and no, which gives us 2 full turns of the table to gather information on what we could potentially drop here. There's a free north, so, you know, we can take an extra one here. I probably should drop the 1 first before the north. Because if someone else calls Ricci, then the north is more likely to be safe to them as well. Whereas the 1 could be someone's like, you know, sleeper, fuck you, I've got a 2, 3, a bamboo, I need a 1 or a 4 kind of weight. We've picked up 7, 8. Now that bodes a lot better for us actually finishing this hand. Because now we can wait either side of the 6, 7 sequence, and that's fine. Oh, Christ, he says. I'm going to greed it slightly. Okay, we're fine. There's no point call... I kind of have to call Reach on this. Yeah, in which case there is a point calling Reach. Otherwise, if we don't win the hand otherwise, then yeah. This is safe. But not to you. Okay, what do we got? Just Tanyao. Okay, yeah, you know what? Oops. Fine. That's totally cool. Don't really mind. There we go. Hits me for like 2k. Meh. Whatever. We're gonna get the 4... Maybe 4 wind draw? Nope, that's a north wind. We're actually playing this hand. What do we got this hand? Let's have a look here. 3, 4, 5, 6 is mighty interesting. 2, 5, 7. I mean, the 5, 7 is just about something. Yeah, I'm not really feeling hugely great about it either way. I'm also not feeling huge about this 8, 9. Pair of 5s is fine. Sure. We can make some quick bullshit here by just, like, pawning white dragons and then going from there. I don't think I want to commit at this stage. Okay. That does change the mathematics of the situation just a little bit. Now we can maybe go fast and, like, have some tiles in hand. We can have our cake and eat it, as it were. So there's a triplet of white dragons. Now we're starting. Don't need to chi that. That's a pair of 7s. I would kind of like a pair of 7s, actually. Let's drop this 3. Because we're not going to be looking to pair hunt on 3s and 6s. There we go. So I can either wait on 5s and 7s or just that 6. I'm going to choose 5s and 7s. I always like waiting on multiple... Like, in a case where I'm waiting on 4 6s or 2 5s and 2 7s, I always like waiting on the multiple tiles. I think that just means it's more likely. I could go for some batshit all triple stuff here. I could, you know. It puts me further away from winning. No, let's not get greedy. We just want something cheap and cheerful here. We're not trying to make, you know, the biggest hand ever. Because if you start, you know, fucking around and then this happens, you could really screw yourself over. Also, reaching into me when I've got, like, 2 pairs of dragons down is kind of crazy. Are you going to kill me? No, you're going to kill me again. Can you, like, not, please? Okay, another barely worth anything hand. I am sliding a little closer than I would like to 3rd place. I mean, luckily 4th place is just well and truly off the table. I think. You know, fingers crossed. But 3rd place is getting just a little bit closer than I would like. What do we got this hand? 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, pair of 9s, pair of 5s, and some chaff. The chaff has, in fact, turned into something that maybe is slightly more tangible. We can get a 1 here. The 1's Dora, so we can make, like, a 2 Dora, maybe, like, pawn out white dragons, kind of type B. Okay. Bit unfortunate there with the 2-3 discard, but it is what it is, you know? Okay, red dragon down, which means I should drop this for the 6-7. Yeah, there's no chance of Tanya with this, so we don't need to worry about, like, dropping the 9s or anything. 6-6-7, do we like that more than these 5s? That sounds crazy. My god, I think we might, though. I think we just might. Because we're waiting on, like, say, either side of this. There's 5, 6, 7. I guess I'll drop this. And then this 6 is just kind of hanging when we find a white dragon or, you know, a 1 or a 4. And then we just kind of keep waiting on that. There's a lot of Honba here, which is the points for repeating as well, if we can nail a hand. 5, 6, 7, 6, 8. I don't love it. Or 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, you dolt. I think I do love that a bit more. Okay, now we get rid of the 9s. This hand has evolved a bit from what I originally had it set out as. Like, the white dragons have just kind of firmly become our pair. Sure. This hand can go a lot of ways. I have to really think about this one. Okay, funny orange button. Waiting on 1s and 4s. Yeah, fuck it. I'll do that. It's at least 1 Dora. It's 1 Dora Pinfu Ricci. It's potentially 2 Dora if we score it off of a 1, but chances are going to be unlikely now. I've called Reach. There's not a single one down. Yeah, I have dropped a large number of man tiles in my, like, last 3 discards. Maybe people think I'm not going for that, but they are also the wrong end of the suit, so... you know. Will that work? Will it not? Who knows, really? Oh, sick. I can also Tsumo it and have Menzen Tsumo Dora. That would be pretty cool. That's not even 8k, really? Ricci, Menzen, Dora, red 5. Is it like 7-7? 7-9. Okay. You are still in this game, somehow. Okay. Well, we've secured 2nd. And I think that is commendable. That's a lot of Dora. 2, 3, 5, 6. Pair of 8s. Fucking garbage. Slightly less garbage. Get this fuck-ass 9 out of here. What is it doing? Get this fuck-ass 9 out of here as well, actually. While we're on the subject, get these fuck-ass 9s out of here. Okay. Maybe some of this. Maybe some of this. I'll drop a red dragon here. I'm not too attached to it. There's definitely some Tanyao shenanigans we can do if we drop this and then just start, like, kind of going ham. And we've got 2 Dora, so I think it's worth it. Oh, you're going to try and make a move, are you? Okay. There's also some pure double sequence stuff if we keep this closed. But I'm not, like... See, this is kind of more what I'm about. Is that ever worth it? I'm going to do something that a lot of people would call questionable.
Thanks for resubscribing.
Oh, hey there, Morn. Nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. Hey. Number indeed do go up. But yeah, I hope you're doing very well, and thank you for the resubscription. We're playing some good old-fashioned Mahjong. And I think I'm doing alright so far. I'm so very tired. I feel you there, yeah. But doing well, doing well. Well, hopefully you can just sit back and chill now. Wherever you are. And whenever you are, I suppose. Is this worth it? You better fucking believe it's worth it. Take 1 Dora there. And then we just need to not draw a 1 to put ourselves in Furiten, and then we're fine. A very funny game, not the one I was talking about, but, you know, fuck you all the same. Oh, shit, that's... Ooh, hello. 8s, 4s, and 7s. I don't even know how that works, but we'll take it. That's waiting on, like, a lot of things. And none of them are going to put me in Furiten. Oh, how does that work? 7, 5, 6, 7 trip 4s, fair enough. I've been sleeping in a tent all week. I miss my bed. Oh, no. I mean, huh. I say, it's certainly not my idea of you know, idyllic, whack-ass hand, by the way. Yeah, this hand kind of doing some shit. But yeah, I say, you know, camping and, you know, tenting and all that. Not necessarily my idea of a grand old time, but I know some people who are into it, and yeah, fair enough. If it's your idea of a holiday, then, yeah, I hope it's been a nice return to nature. Someone play the fucking slot machine, like, jackpot noise. Every button appeared. Also, I'm sending this person to the Shadow Realm. Okay, a second with 40k. We'll take it, we'll take it. Oh god, it's you again. Stop that. Put some clothes on. Look, point is plus 60 rank points. There we go. Which puts us a mere 309 points away from Expert 2. I'm still so mad I lost my Yakuman to a 1k point hand. That is the eternal struggle. Yeah, it's just like, I'm going to build this hand that's so sick and great. And what do you mean someone just called with, like, East Wind and took, like, 1k points off of someone else, and my sick-ass hand doesn't get to complete now. It's heartbreaking. Oh. Yes, I would call that a reasonable start thing. To be fair, I did pawn a lot of dragons. So it's one of the ones where people could maybe see it coming. Ugh. Yeah, if you were going for... I'm going to assume 3 bigs. What we got this time? Another... Okay, I might also have to be ready in case the person on my right... Is this the same person who we just played? It might be. I was 1 green dragon away from big boys. Oh. do like calling 3 big dragons just the big lads. That might be what I call that going forward now, actually. It's like, in Read 'em and Weep, I got the big lads. I have drawn every one in the game, and I don't want any of the ones in the game. Which is, not great. There's also a green dragon here now, I guess. Me and the boys calling Yakuman. Oh. Hey, can you fucking not? I mean, okay, different things. You're not the same player from last game. But also, can you not? Maybe? If you kill me on a green dragon, I'm just gonna cry. Cool. We dodged Ipatsu. I guess we get rid of this 9 next, because it's safe. This 5 is safe, but I really don't want to get rid of it. Let's... Okay, this 8's safe. Excellent. So that's a... Thank God I got rid of all my 1s, hey? Also, excuse you. Oh my God, she's wearing even less clothes, if you can believe it. If you can believe it, stream, there are less clothes present. Fuck! Present on this woman. It is kind of insane. Speaking of insane, this sounds pretty good. I can get behind this hand. You want to drop a Dora 4? Or an East? I think, you know, either of those would be, like, very cool and sexy things for people to drop. I probably want to get rid of this 9. I'm going to be honest. Like, yeah, I could make a sequence here, but... No, it's probably better to... I don't know. If I'm going to make this a pair, then I need specifically 6, 7, 8 here. Fuck this 9. We've got 3 8s. In which case, now we have to drop this 8 and then try and make something of the rest of this hand. 5, 7, 9... Doesn't... Okay, it does improve that shape, but I really want to use this 5 because I'm being so fucking greedy right now. On your turn 3 reach, your only option is to play the how the fuck was I supposed to know that defense. Exactly, yeah. It's like, I had 1 safe tile, but... Oh... No, it's getting me to drop the 5, and I think it's right. Goodbye, my greed. No, I threw it into myself because it's fucking... I've dropped the 9 earlier. I should have stopped my greed. It's fine. A 6 will come up and it'll fix everything. Also, I've let the player here have that 5. We occasionally make some funny haha mistakes because there's nothing interesting about a perfectly played... Well, there is interesting things about a perfectly played game, actually, by a human. But, you know, you add some suspense to the stream. It'll be fine. Exactly, yeah. I can't help but notice that the Tanyao Timothy over here is on the ride, which is not great. 3, 3, 4. I don't want to drop another Dora. That would be heartbreaking. I can maybe get 3, 4, 4, 5, 6 out of this, is my thinking. So that's why the 8 drop is worth it. I've got this 4, 5 to do something with as well. How fucking... I told you that 6 would come up. I didn't have a doubt for a second. You all doubted me. 7 pairs, no. The 7 pairs goblin must be absolutely no. No. We got a good thing going here. Oh. I can't believe no one... That's unfortunate that I can't pawn that. Because there's no East down yet. And if I pawn this, people will know I'm looking for that stuff. Okay, this is a lot better. This I can get behind. Look, we need to not over-greed this. If I pawned that, then I would be in kind of dire straits because I'd need to get the East. Otherwise, I couldn't win the hand. Whereas this presents options. If the East comes now, cool, we can open the hand. We can look for, you know, something a bit faster. Not much faster, but a bit faster. Okay, we don't really care about this 2. If we get, like, a 3, or 4, or a 6 of bamboo, then we're reaching for Easts and 4s, which, you know, works out a lot better. What a great Mahjong hand. Why doesn't mine look like that? Yeah, I think we do that. It cuts the value of the hand down a fair chunk, but... Look, we're in Tenpai now and we weren't before. So we got a lot of tiles to look for this, this mischievous 3 and 6 of bamboo. Which you did just drop, so you don't need it. So clearly you can drop it again, right? That's how this works. I think pawning the east is the least suspicious pawn. Yeah. I'd be inclined to agree with that. It also means that by opening, instead of calling reach here, I can potentially have some chance of defending if I need to bail on this hand. I really don't want to. I can't emphasize how much I don't want to bail on a 2-Dora east hand. Like, that's 3 Han. Manifesting a 4 of pins. Now, a 4 of pins would be interesting, because it would increase my Dora by 1, but also decrease the chance I ever finish this hand by about 7 billion. So I'm not even sure I'd take it. Like I say, we really just want the 3 or the 6 of bamboo, and to get the fuck out of here. Morn, why have you done this? Why have you done this? Now I have to do it. It's not a question. I have to keep this. Someone better drop a 5. That would have not won me the game because it's not a 4 or a 6, so it's fine. I'm an oracle, but only when it's funny. Fucking... That's that meme fucking Apollo handing Morn the gift of prophecy to specifically fuck me over in Mahjong games. Okay, maybe it hasn't fucked me over. There could be a 5 dropped here. Well, it would have been really nice. Whew. Okay, we played that one a little risky. We're not going to lie. But I couldn't fold that. I couldn't find it in my heart to fold that one. Someone who isn't on their phone, clip this, I beg. Oh. God, absolutely. Just like, there won't be a 4. Why would we do this? What have we done? Okay, there's 2 west winds down, Artie, so you might want to, like, drop that because it's never becoming anything. I don't think the rest of the hand is really becoming anything either. This is just a thing I do. I've called multiple legendary drops in WoW on the most random nights. Yeah, I'll probably just drop tonight, and then it just does. Huh. She is in tune with the universe. Apparently. 5, 5, 6 instead of this 2? Well, yeah, I could deal with that. And with that hanging 8, it could even become 6, 7, 8 pair of 5s, which is like, you know, a thing. It's something I can deal with. I don't really want to cheat this, do I? Maybe I do. Maybe this round I want to change up my strategy to be a bit less predictable, because I'm a different kind of beast like that. So now we're going to wait for the east. And if we don't get the east, then we fold. That's literally as simple as it gets. Okay. I guess 4, 5, 5 is also a thing. What else? We could pawn out some... okay. I've got to be careful dropping man tiles, because I could maybe feint that this is a flush. So that 2 was probably a mistake, but I wasn't really thinking that far ahead in my game plan. I have to feint this. Oh, this feels terrible to feint, though. Okay, no. Maybe they just assume I'm going for Tanyao. This could be Tanyao. I've dropped 1s, 2s, 9s, 7s. This could be I'm just looking for things middle of the board. You know, they don't know. They could drop an east for me. I think it'd be, you know, cool. Speaking of things that aren't cool, that shit. So, There's 2 3s down, you wouldn't wait on a 3? Thank God. There's also no 5s. Yeah, 1 there makes sense. I can't drop either of these east now, because if I get Ricci Rond on an east tile... okay, this 9 is, like, probably fine. I'm increasingly becoming, fucking... Okay, we could chi that. Can I be honest? I don't want to. Because then I don't have a nice, safe north tile to drop. Okay, the green dragon is almost certainly safe. Fuck, this has got hands. Would still like this 7. I don't need to, though. Yeah, let's not. Because this white dragon is probably safe. At least, definitely safe to one of you. I don't know about you. Thank God. Holy, what do we got here? That's reasonable. That's like, ooh, almost Gilaman gun. Almost 12k. Okay, well, our 4th place player has, for the game, has been elected. Question is, can I, what's the scuffle between me and the player on my right for 2nd going to be, essentially? Unless, you know, some mountains are moved. I think these things are possible in Mahjong games. That's why I like South games, because you can really, you know, sometimes miracles do happen. But it is going to be a hell of a miracle for player on my left here to come back from this, I would think. I don't like this 8. I think I prefer this 8. Although this entire shape here is weird. It's got like pair of 4s or 2, 4, 4, 5, 6. Okay, get rid of the west wind. There's already one of it down. And then I guess get rid of the green dragon next, just because I want... This could Tanyao. This could all simples, you know? The patented RT will it Tanyao test. Yeah, I think this could. And it would be some quick bullshit that gets me out of here with, like, a small number of points. But I don't really see it coming together if we don't just push for that. There's Dora 3s we can run into. So suddenly 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6 is looking a lot more tempting. And we can maybe drop this 8. I lied. We're gonna take this. I'm gonna drop this 2 instead, because we can have 2, 3, 4. No. Yeah, we're gonna drop this 2 because we don't want to be in any kind of furry turn on waiting on 1s for our last tile. Watch him get another green dragon. Don't do it, please. There's that Dora 3 we were looking for. Okay, let's drop this 6 and just have the 8s be our pairs. So then I've got 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. If we can find a 4 or 6 of man, the character tiles, to kind of sort those 3 on the left out, then we're kind of in business. Yeah, no, not at all. For potential, like, it's just Tanyao 1 Dora, but like, you know, it's fine. I guess it could. No, hold on. Pimfu's Menzen only. Yeah, it's just Tanyao 1 Dora. Pimfu is Menzen, right? I'm not going mad there. I should know that one. Yeah, cool. I was correct. There we go. Get rid of this 9. It is of no use to me. I am the Tanyao Timothy. This man knows the rules. Yep, I definitely know the rules, says man who recently had to check the rules. How many 6s and 4s are there left on the table? There's 1 4 down, no 6s. So there's this, like, a fair amount of these that could still hit in the next 30 tiles. Ooh. I wanted that! What the hell? That's fucked up. Also, what are you going for? Because that's a 9, so it's not Tanyao. It's not a flush. What is bro cooking? You just have a triplet of dragons? Because it's not white dragons, it's not red dragons, it's not green dragons. It's not north winds. Is it east winds? You just got some easts in there? Okay, well I can't drop an east wind if it ever... Shiny tiles are shiny. This is true. Oh, okay. So, we're waiting on 6s. As it turns out, all the 3s are gone. Which is a real shame. What if you have something? I gotta really think about this. Fuck it. I'm gonna push a bit. No, because that doesn't help us. We just want a 6. Okay, south doesn't do you any good. Surely. It does! Oh, what the fuck did I get hit? Oh, of course, you were waiting on a pair of souths. Fuck. Well, I am now in the battle for 4th. Ow. Honestly, that just being a mangan is fucking... Oh. Okay. They call me the Empress of the East because I forget we're being in the South round. Oh, true. We are still in East at the minute, thankfully, but... Now, I'm not sure if you ever heard of this neat new thing called a flush, but I think maybe this is the kind of hand where we want to push for that. Just a feeling I've got, you know? I'm thinking we get a bunch of bamboo tiles in our hand, and then, I don't fucking know. The Reachy button can appear and tell me what 17 tiles I'm waiting on. I don't know. I'm not working that shit out. I'm literally not working that shit out. It literally doesn't matter to me. Okay, how is this not a hand? How is this not a hand? What? What do I need to draw? Like, what possible bamboo tile could I not have that makes this hand work? A 3? I guess? This is a, we do not think here. We do not care. A bamboo tile will come to my hand, the Reachy button will appear, and I will simply mouse over my hand to see what my drop options are. But this hand writes itself. Fuck it. Oops, all bamboo hand. Actual concealed full flush. Or an 8? An 8 might work, yeah. Like, normally when you get a hand like this, there's like a billion things you can wait on once you get the right tile, so I'm very surprised that it hasn't kind of like happened. I could chi a 1, 2, 3 here. Okay, I'm gonna be a little incredibly greedy. I think maybe this is hubris. Maybe this is me just not wanting to engage with this hand whatsoever. But I have faith that if I wait long enough, something will happen. Trust the gamble. Exactly, yeah. Like, you don't get given a turn your brain off hand like this, and then don't turn your brain off. That's just quite frankly rude. There we are, see? I knew something would... Oh my god, it's the worst weight you've ever seen in your life. Okay, what? Hear me out. Secret technique, don't call reach. I fucking hate it here. But secret technique, don't call reach was right, by the way. But fucking... That would have been worth so many points. That would have been worth so many points. Okay. I've got 1 of every wind. It's kind of a terrible day to be here. Also, I'm less than a mangan behind the player who I assumed was directly in 4th, which is honestly my fault for saying that out loud. Secret technique, nudity curtain. Literally, every time this player wins, I just have to be like, no. And also, to be fair, it fit at the time as well, because that full flush is insane. 5, 6, 7. We do like that. Almost as much as we like dropping this east. Because holy shit, everyone hates me. Like, everyone has dropped my wind. They hate me specifically. I can't believe they do this to me. What are our drops here? This 2, first and foremost, probably followed by the south, and then whatever dodgy weights haven't kind of made it. Maybe south first, actually. Yes. Nuez. It was almost news. I guess this 5 is better than this 2. What pairs are we rocking? It's just our pair of 3s at the minute. So we really don't super value this 1, because yes, it could become 1, 2, 3, but like... I kind of want to make something of literally any other part of this hand. But also the other parts of this hand are like... What? Hey, don't kill me, please. Thank you. I need to draw the... To play perfectly and still lose is what Mahjong is all about as Morn. Oh, yeah. Oh, you gotta do that. That'd be so funny. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Risky drop. I should not push this hand. Let me be very clear here. Pushing this hand, bad idea. There's a safe 8. There's a safe green dragon. The 1 is like probably fine, maybe. There are options to play this hand and still advance without risking, you know, life and limb for it. And it's those options we've really got to focus in on. The 1 is safe, like confirmed. And honestly, in that case, I'm going to take some 8s and 9s. Because this could become any number of wonderful things. None of which are safe, so I'm going to keep them in my hand. I can even drop both the 3s if I'm in a real bind. You know, want to. But previously stated real bind is here, so... And I've got enough pairs elsewhere that I can kind of, you know, maneuver around a bit. So we've got one more safe tile and the safe 8. Let's not forget our friend the safe 8. It feels a bit worse to drop them now, but the 6 is safe. But I'm going to drop the 3 again first. And then from there, I really don't know. I'll be real with you. Like, I do have to make a hand at some point in order to win the video game. But what form that hand takes, I don't rightly know. Executive decision. This 6 is safe. We're going to just drop that there. I really don't want to drop this 1. Like, I know it's silly. It's a 1. There's not that many things that can wait on it, but there's not that many things that can wait on a fucking south. And, you know, where was that last time? This 4 is definitely safe, so we drop that. We don't really care about it being 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got a... There's still a path to victory without us trying to, like, overindulge there. We can draw a 5, an 8, or a 9. That would be enormous. Because that just puts us in, like, Reachy straight up. This 5 is so giga unsafe that I have to drop the 1. And I lived. And I lived, bitch. Who wins on a north? Who does that, Artie? It's literally, yeah. Just like, you wouldn't wait on this. Oh, you did. Why? This is so stupid. So stupid. There's 3 people. I have to fold it. I have to fold it. Fuck it. Fuck it, we fucking ball. I'm so gonna die. Yeah, there we go. Oh, to the worst player as well. To the worst player it could have been. Not worst in skill. Worst is the worst possible for me for points. I'm in last. By a lot. Fuck. You know what? I did send it there, but also I think picking safe tiles was going to be, like, very difficult. My wind is in the wall. This is actually discrimination at this point. Why? Why is it always my wind? God damn it. I mean, we do have a Dora East, I guess, but, like... What are the chances of us drawing another one? Because that's the only way this tile ever becomes useful. Other than that, we have... I want to say, charitably, that we have fucking nothing on the table. There's maybe, if we get some very choice draws, like a half outside hand here, but it's so far away that I'm not, like, excited about it. I'm not looking to push it. Okay, we'll drop this 9. I'm really hanging on for one of these to come through. That's real bad for that. But we can still maybe get a pair off of it. If we don't, then, yeah, I don't really know. I think we've lost hugely on our discard yet, so I don't really regret this line of play, but... Okay, yeah, that needs a drop somewhere. Fare thee well, Red Dragon. If I'm going to be stuck in the slow business, at least so is everyone else. One does not really do much for me. I also need to make hands that actually have points now. I can't go for fast stuff. I've got to adjust my play a little bit with that in mind. That being said, I think we do have to drop this east. And then I don't really know. Maybe this is turning into a flush. If I'm, like, you know, insane. I could maybe see this turning around. Would have been great as a half flush, but, no. Think the correct place to drop that. Yeah, okay, the east was never happening for me anyway, which is a bit retroactive analysis, which you shouldn't really do. Like, you should judge your decisions based on the hand and the information you had at the time, not from, oh, well, if I'd have waited 3 turns, I could have seen this. It's like, yeah, cool. And if we were all psychic, we'd all make a lot better decisions in this game. But, like, you're not, so don't. It's not that helpful. Now, a pawn on these is interesting. I could open a full flush. I'm going to do that. I think that I'm stupid enough that that will... Okay, well, or just fuck me, I guess. Well, there's 9 safe, so if we are going for full flush, then good news there. We can at least dodge Ipatsu. And then, yeah, it's just a case of find wheels. Or you can get hit by a Ron here. That'd be cool. No? Just me? Okay. It's 3, this 8, and the 6 are all not safe, and I have to drop all of them to make this hand. A smarter man would probably fold the hand here, but I'm behind, so I don't really get that luxury. We've just kind of have to send. This works out to be like some fucked up no points pinfu, which it might do. It's looking like it might. I'm going to be mildly to moderately peeved. This, you wouldn't win on a south. Don't do it to me again. Thank you. All the ones are down, so probably not that. I would have kind of... Nah, I wouldn't have loved that 7. I would have loved some pin tiles. Like, all the ones you're drawing, actually. Can you just give me all your tiles? The 8 is safe, which is good. That's good news. Keeps us in the fight for an extra turn. Not that I think there's going to be a lot of fight to be fought here. I think it's very much a case of hunker down and, like, live to Jong another day. This doesn't really help me. Oh, hey, there's that pair of easts, I guess. I mean, at least it's a safe tile. Anyone dropped anything even remotely useful in terms of safety? There has been a 3 dropped. If we really want to commit to the... Oh, that's scary. No, you know what? I'd call it a premonition. I'm living to Jong another day, and I'm keeping that in hand. I've just got a bad feeling about dropping it when there's only one of them down. Oh, fuck. Okay, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. And this is technically Tenpai as well. If I can survive this next one, which I can, because that's safe. Technically Tenpai. Oh, you needed a 5. Huh. Interesting. Okay, well, that puts us a mere double my points away from the player there. Well, almost double. It's close enough. Okay, let's drop this 9, I think. Don't want to pawn that. I don't usually value this north at the minute. I'm trying to see where this hand goes in terms of getting me, like, points, but I'm not seeing a lot of avenues for that, really. Like, best I can do, I think, is just Ricci Binfu again. Which I know, it's my favorite hand ever, but, like, just don't see it. We can at least slow people down by dropping a bunch of dragons. So that's nice. And the south, I guess. But yeah, we're gonna need something here. I'm waiting on, like, you know, a miracle or two. We can't Tanya this. Also, we shouldn't because, you know, it's I hope we drop this 3 and just make this a pair of 6s. So we got pair of 6s, 1, 1, 2, pair of 4s, 6, 7. Couple of ways that can shake out actually with some 3s or 5s involved, and then 2, 3, 4, 6. Alternatively, we've got 6s, 1s, 2s, and 4s. That's 4 pairs. Maybe this hand is the fabled 7 pairser? It could be. It could be, you know. Okay, we don't pawn anything because we don't... a pawn palace hand just simply does not get us enough. It's not... The value is not there. Ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time for 7 pairs. So now we need you to pull a 2, a 3, or a 4. And with that, we at least get our Ricci. And then I need to pick the most, like, fucked up and devious weight out of these that I can. That's not good. I also needed that 3. Oh, and then if the 3's safe, then that'd be a good one to wait on. But there is also 2 of it down now. So, and I've got the 3rd one in hand, so I'll be waiting on just the last 3 in the case, which is not ideal. Nope, I don't want to pawn that. I think I just have to send here, by the way. I don't think there's any question of safe tile dropping outside of maybe this 3. Maybe we drop the safe tile 3. But I think we do have to still just full send this, basically. You know, safe tiles be damned. I'm not dropping anything here. I don't care how safe it is. This does have to happen. Which could lead us into a backdoor, like, pure double sequence. Twice pure double sequence, maybe, if we draw another 5 and a 3. Okay, well, I can't win off of this, and there's nothing else that's safe, so fuck it. Are we going to be able to see one of these 3 tiles? And why is the answer probably, ha, no. You know what? Draw a safe tile, drop a safe tile. It's a good day. Always a good draw when you can do that. I see. So. Right then. Fuck. I guess I just kind of have to, pray. Okay. Sure. So all the 3s are gone. You've got to be fucking kidding me. You've got to be fucking kidding me. Oopsie. Less of that, please, ma'am. I mean, I guess at least it was a Dealerman gun, so... Ricci, Tsumo... Oh my god, 3 concealed trips. And Red 5 and Ura. This might kill me. No, we are still alive. It's not looking good. But we might be... There is still the option of scrambling a 3rd out of this. I have to be careful about calling Reach now as well. Because I can only do that once. Yikes. Okay. We are in the trenches on this one, ladies and gentlemen. We really are fighting the good fight here. Okay. But nevertheless, we shall fight on. Because it's not over yet. Except, it's definitely over for this south, but... For the rest of our hand, there is potential. Perhaps, maybe. This green dragon is dead. The north still lives. This 1 is probably my next drop. But then maybe this 2, honestly. 8 Dora, obviously we need to keep. Like, you know, it goes without saying. This is... I mean, it could become 4, 5, 6 pair of 6s, I guess. You know. It's tangible. More tangible than me getting this north. So we'll take the 6 to pair with the 8. Well, to hopefully couple up with a triplet with the 8 is what I should say there. Then I think we've got to get rid of this 2, and then we just got to start waiting for tiles that actually do things in our hand. That's okay. 2 7s, 2 9s. You've pawned the 2s. I don't love it, but I guess you can just try and make fast bullshit to, It's not out of the question that I can maybe make some fast bullshit. Not on this hand, but, like, in future hands. If all I need to do is get, over the next 3 rounds, like, 8k points. In fact, exactly 8k points nets me 3rd place. Then, you know, that maybe we shouldn't rule that out as an option. I think we dropped this 5. I'm not sure about that. No, the 1 was better, wasn't it? Not necessarily. Yes, necessarily. Okay, yep. Slight blunder, but we'll jump and jive with it. Because if we get like a 2, 3, 4 here, to be fair, we also just call reach. Now we drop this. Okay, so this could become pure double sequence, which would be quite exciting. Currently it's 7, 8, 9 and a pair of 7s, which we can drop a 9 for. Which is also kind of exciting. That, however, is horrifying. 4, 6, 8. I don't want to drop this 4. I'm not going to lie. Alas, I have no other options. No, I do. Make this 7, 8, 9 pair of 7s. Don't try and like con myself out of thinking about a hand there. There are options. There are better options. You just not going to get sumoed by this cat who got a man gun, which means I'm definitely dead because you had every single Dora in the world. I see. Understandable. Have a nice day. Ow. Oh, God. No. What, lady, please. Put your clothes back on. So we are now a bit further away than I was previously. Okay. I'm going to take a break for a second. I'm going to run some ads, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. Don't touch that dial, folks. And we are back. I've got myself a, I'd say a delicious beverage. It's not really delicious at all. It's just a pint glass of water. But I've got myself one of the beverages of all time. And I'm ready to hop back in and see if I can reclaim my honor a bit, because god damn it. I feel like I played well that last game. I just got a little unlucky, you know? Which I know is the fool's resort. Like, maybe I didn't play perfectly, but I think generally I played pretty well. Like, I think I got rommed on, like, a fucking south at one point, and then everyone just sumoed me to death. You know, it happens sometimes. And you gotta roll with that. I kind of don't want to avoid this game, so I'm glad that someone else didn't drop a west, otherwise I would have to, This hand isn't terrible. Like, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is kind of... Pause. We drop the east for this white dragon, and then we have every kind of dragon? I don't know if that's going to go anywhere, but it's certainly potential hand. I really shouldn't drop this 3 for this. I really shouldn't. Because I'm going to need to drop this white, green, and red for something. But... see, the thing is... that could be really cool. Also, you're probably looking for a dragon, which means I have to be very scared about putting any of them down now. Well, not scared, but, like, I'm going to advance your hand, essentially, which I don't want to do. It's not like I'm going to die for it at this stage. Okay, yeah, freak the fuck out, sell everything. Get these greens out of here. Does mean I'm lumped with a 3 now, which could have been a pair of 3s, which, you know. Opportunity cost, shall we call it. Because now I'm looking for a 2 with it instead. So, yeah. You know what? Let's get him out of here. Whichever one you need, I'm going to get it out the way now. A con? Really? Okay. And a pawn. Well, I'm going to get rid of this now. So that's the red one's the one you needed by... okay, that makes sense. Now I feel like do either of you actually... okay, you've both got, like, a dragon. Do either of you have anything more than that, or is it just a dragon? If it's just a dragon, I kind of don't care. Yeah, you look like just a dragon. Maybe you're half outside. But, like, debatable. You across from me might be Pond Palace with a dragon, but... it's like... these are, like, 4K hands. If I can get this to, like, pop, then, you know, it could be a lot more magical. I think I'm going to get rid of this 1 and 3. I'm going to get out of the man suit here. The 1-2-2 shape is just better than 1-3. And these are going to need space for... idiot, okay. These are going to need space for, like, you know, like a 3, a 6, or a 9 at some point. So, I guess this is the tile that drops when that happens. 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 2. We kind of want to keep the 2s as our pair now, actually. So, we are really just looking for 3, 6, or 9 of wheels. Anything in the 3 times table. And also single digits, I guess. Is this safe? It's safe to one of you, so we'll take it. This is also safe to one of you. But if player to my right's going for a half outside hand, it is reasonably risky there. We need to not cheat, we need to draw it. Okay, well that's definitely safe, so let's drop that. Yes, I am slightly concerned. This is safe to one of you, so we'll go there. Again, I'm just kind of assuming that both of these players are 1 tiles away. They might not be. Ooh, bird is safe to you. In fact, safe to both of you now. That's huge. That's very big. And that's also safe to both of you. So I've got a couple of turns of immunity here, kind of regardless of what happens. Unless they get sumoed, obviously. That is the one out clause there, but... we're staring down the barrel of not being able to be touched for at least this next turn. And then we are. Call me fucking crazy. I'm taking the guaranteed safety. There's no way... No, there's 3 norths down. This is actually safe to everyone as well. I just had a horrific vision of, like, you needing this north for something, but the only thing you could need a single north for is 13 orphans, and you clearly don't have that. So, we can give ourselves another turn of immunity with this draw, essentially. I would kind of love a 3, 6, or 9 in the wheels. I'm not sure if they exist. Okay, that does get me an extra turn, I think. Which means if you drop something... Oh my god, we did it. Let's go. Hello, I am in Tenpai. Woo! We were all waiting on the same shit. So because of that lucky last draw, no points moving around the table, and we repeat. Well, that was an opening hand of all time. That was a weird one. Okay, in this case, I think we do drop the 4 here. Reason being, you might be saying, like, why not drop the 8? It is very close to the Dora 7, so it kind of helps us with Dora acceptance. Which is something, it's an idea I've been playing around with a bit, as well as the whole playing more defensively thing, which I think is working pretty well. Thank you for asking. I've been playing around with keeping tiles that are near Dora just as a fallback, you know, like if this happens to come to pass, you know, we can get in there. We're actually a 1 tile away. Like a 3 or a 7 of the Mansuit will put us in business here. Which is pretty exciting, particularly if we just draw a 7 and I'm, like, vindicated. Okay, we're doing single weights anyway. Let's single weight on a 2. Let's get this pure double sequence going. You know, I don't think it's much worse to wait on one than the other. And this could also become, like, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4 now. Or it could become trip 1s, 2, 3, 3. Yeah, I don't mind that. Okay. We're really hard focusing this Dora is the only thing. And I think at some point you do have to kind of let that dream die. But for now, you know, like if we get like you know, dare I say a 4th one or even a 4 of wheels, you know, we could do some marvelous things there. Or a 3 of wheels, you know, I would not be, you know, I would not be terribly offended if that happened. Which would also, if we get a 3rd 3, actually, that gives us 3 concealed triplets. In fact, it almost makes it a shame that we're not going for, like... You know what? You know what? Fuck it. Fuck Dora. Who cares? Let's go for something stupid, shall we? Let's pull into an 8 or a 1 of bamboo or a 3 of wheels. And let's just try and have some fun. You know? Let's get ourselves 3 concealed trips on for potentially a Yakuman 4 concealed trips. Something, you know, this isn't the optimal play. I'm almost certain because we're heading to a Yakuman and they never are. But it might be the funniest one available to me. And sometimes that's worth more. Okay, yeah, 4. Fair. This is why I say 4, but it's 8s. But yeah, there you can pawn that out. You could leave that alone so I could have a turn. Thank you. And if we are on for 4 concealed triplets, by the way, you will not catch my ass calling reach. Actually, maybe you will. Because in the case where we get 3 concealed trips, that's still kind of valuable. I've not seen any Dora dropped so far. And we're like 18 tiles left, which is a little frightening. But like apparently just everyone is. I should do this. There's 18 tiles left. Let's give up on the Yakuman, shall we? And let's just Pawn Palace this. It could still be 3 concealed trips if we self-draw, you know. If I self-draw, then I guess, you know, more fool me, we could have been on for the Aquaman, but there's like 3 laps of the table there. Let's, you know, let's just try and get some points, shall we? We don't need to do all that. When there's a much simpler and more likely solution sitting in front of us. No one is dropping these tiles. It's got to be said. Oh, danger, 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 danger. You know what? Not worth dying for. This is maybe a more full display of cowardice than I've shown in a while, but like this feels like folding. This is weird. I don't know what it is. Okay. Oh, okay. And you were just single waiting on the 4. Interesting. What was it that I didn't want to drop the 6? No, that was kind of in the same ballpark. If that had been like 5-7 instead of 3-5, I think I would have been like very vindicated in that. I'm still pretty vindicated, honestly. Like I said, it's about those defensive instincts. Like seeing that at this stage of the game, there's not a single one of those tiles down. It's just like, fuck whatever, you know, Pond Palace hand I was going for. The alarms should be blaring. And I think that was definitely the correct decision, given that. What have we got this hand, anyway? We've got 1-3-5, fixed by 2s or 4s. 7-8s, fixed by 6s and 9s. 1-3-3 in the bamboos now, I guess. Pair of 1s, 4-5, and Rando East, which is probably getting dropped as soon as we find something either side of the 7-8 or 4-5. It's, I mean, there's potentially, like, maybe mixed triple sequence here with a couple of choice draws, but also if I find a 3, I'm just going to take 3-4-5 pair of 1s, I guess. And then maybe I can backdoor it into 1-2-3 with a 4-5. Who knows? We're going to see a pawn on the green dragons from the player to our right here. The Ichihime on our right. We're not going to want to pawn this. No way, Jose. I think I made my stance perfectly clear the first time game. Drop this east, so we now have 4-4-5. Okay, bearing in mind this pair of 1s is just our pair now. It can never become a triplet. 7-8-9. And it's Dora. Well, that, I mean, obviously I'm going to want to take. I think that we have to drop this. Yeah, that feels the least ass of all the things we can do. Because 4-4-5, like, the 4s could still become a triplet. Like, there's nothing, just because we got our pair of 1s locked in, I was, like, tempted to say, oh, well, there can't be a pair of 4s, but, like, okay, if there's not a pair of 4s, there can be, like, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4. Do we ever trade out of this entirely? Maybe we do. Maybe we do. Ooh, can on the green dragons. What are we going to see here? Is the extra Dora. The 5... oh, no, sorry, the 7th man. I thought that was a 5 for some reason. It's a 6 man, which means 7 is Dora, which means we've got 2 Dora locked up in this, which is pretty nice. Now, if we can find a 2 or a 4 man, then we are on for a single weight Ricci. Not my favorite, but, you know, I'll take it for this amount of Dora. I'll also take this. I don't know where we go with it. There's a couple of different directions, actually. No, I quite like this 6. This improves our hand quite a lot. So you can now have 7, 8, 9, and then either side of a 5, 6, and then just wait on, like, the 1, 3. Okay. Don't love that that's a 2, but I do love that that south has just been cleared as safe, or double cleared. I think this is a hand worth pushing on. I forgot that I needed to actually make something of this. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, but I think that needed to be done. I totally forgot that wasn't made up yet. Can't keep dropping these risky tiles. But I have to. Yeah, no, okay. I can get away with that once, not twice. And that's a lot. That's a lot. Oh, it's Dealer Man Gun. Oh, it's 12k. Oh, it's not going well. I saw the 2-Dora in my hand, though, and I elected to push, you know, like that. There is risk inherent, and, you know, it just didn't work out for me again. But I needed to try and get, like, some way onto the table here, so that I wasn't in exactly this spot. We're not in last by too far, though, to be fair. It's not like we're completely out of luck. There's a couple of sequences that can make some stuff here. There's a Dora 2, which we would love to try and make into something. Can you fucking not, maybe? Like, just kill me on the Green Dragon if you're going to do that, but, like... I would kind of like to play the game. Me, personally. That smarts a little. Okay, what do we make out of this? 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8. Door, and then a pair of 6s. Don't hate it. If we get the option to call Reach, by the way, I'm chasing this, because 2-Dora, like, I'd be crazy not to. This is absolutely our way back in the hand if we get there. Okay. Does mean we need to actually draw the one thing we've been failing to do so far this game, which is draw the last tile we need. Oh, well, I can't die on this. But also, fuck it. Yeah, it just wasn't going to fit in the hand. There we go. Like, I don't even care. We just reach on the 3s, and then... Whatever shall be, shall be. With one other player reaching, it means they can play a little less defensively. That's Nipatsu. Give me my fucking points back. Here we are. It's not all of them, but it's 2/3 of them. Which, you know, could be worse. Could be worse. Puts us in view of second again. Oh. Now we got to assess this new hand. Right, sorry. I mean, yeah, get rid of the east. But I don't think we're gonna need it. We have 5, 6, 7, 7, 8. Very promising. 1, 3. Sure. Be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I guess. So the 3 isn't terrible. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I'm gonna drop this 4 because I don't know. This is now 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8. That's what the shape looks like. So it's a 2 sequences that can very easily become a pure double sequence. This 1 is still here. We've got 6, 7, 8 with a random 4, or 4, 6, 7, 8, 8. There's, you know, there's shape potential there. That has become 7, 8, 9. Seven, 8, 9 with a 6, 7 seems good to me. And then we just drop this 1 for hopefully a 4, I guess? And then kind of just reach from there. Seems decent. Seems decent. Okay. Couple of thinkers in that hand, but I think we're mostly on the other side of it now, unless there's something crazy that comes up. The only crazy kind of, you know, quote unquote crazy thing I think that can come up is another 5 or an 8, in which case we just take the pure double sequence. We don't want to pawn anything for this hand, because then we don't make it. Also, I was lying about this hand. Yeah, just take the pure double sequence. Because we've got, like, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8, 8, 9. Not whatever I was saying before. Or 6, 7, 8, 8, 9 is more accurate. 9, 8, 7, 6, 8, technically, I guess. Don't want to pawn that. So we've got a couple of kind of awkward weights. Never mind. I'm simply the greatest to ever do it. So we're going to reach on the 7. It's not the greatest reach, but hopefully it puts the fear of God in people. And if someone does drop that 7, then boy howdy, are they getting hit with pure double sequence 1 Dora. sumoing it here would be great as well, because it puts the person in fourth even further in fourth, which, you know, I don't like to kick a person while they're down in any other scenario, but in Mahjong, that motherfucker's getting fourth, and I'm not getting anywhere near it. Like, I'm sorry, it's laws of the jungle out here. Okay, people are trying to make some fast hands against it. Which I'm kind of okay with, because it means you have less cards to choose to discard from. We might have... Is it called a Suji trap when you drop a 5 there and you need, like, a tile a couple of things away from it? Maybe? I don't know. Like I say, we're just going to keep hoping and praying, though, because it's all we can do at this point, really. You also had a lot of pairs there, thinking about it. Ooh, that's unfortunate, because now we could have had twice pure double sequence if we'd kept that, but also... There's maybe some analysis for not calling Reach immediately here. Eek. Don't like that. But also, again, another person who can't control what they discard, so... Slightly more chance of bumping into this 7. There's the Souths, which you can pawn. Don't kill me, thank you. I mean, okay, what are we looking at? Ricci, Menzen, 2-Dora. Okay. Put second slightly further out of my reach, but also fourth, so... You know, as far as short ends of sticks go, this is a reasonable one to, like, get lumped with. Green Dragon. And I'm dealer? Hello. The fast hand shitter has logged online. Right. What do we want here? Dropping this is fucking insane, right? Unless I'm going for I don't know, some full flush bollocks. Not full flush, half flush. Obviously, we're keeping these pair of green dragons around. I mean, okay, whatever you say, buddy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7. Yeah, we do pawn that. We do pawn that. It means that the pure double sequence doesn't realize anymore, but, like, we could still flush this very easily. And I'm going to keep doing that by just... Okay, now I do have to, at some point, assess what our thing is here. So 5, 6, 7, 3, 4, 5 with a 2, 3, and a 7. Potentially. Now with a 7, 9. Okay. We've got to half flush territory, which is great. Love it. Means we can actually make something of this being a fast hand. White Dragon not really doing it for me. I don't think the pawn helps us here. I think the pawns on the 5s is bad because it breaks too many sequences. The pawn on the 7, however, may just do nothing for us. We've got 2, 3, 4... No. 2, 3, 4. Jesus, what the fuck are we looking for? I feel like I'm definitely doing stupid things here. Okay. I mean, people are going to be maybe slightly alerted to the fact I'm trying to run a flush here now. But it's fine. You know. I don't know which one I'm waiting on. Aside from the 9 or the 5, which I guess they can pretty safely determine are not the ones I'm waiting on. Like, see, yeah, you still dropped a tile there, and that's fine. And if it gets really dire, I can switch out my weight. I can be sneaky. I can, you know, like I said, I can feint this. I don't think this particularly helps. Although maybe it does because there's a 9 there, and... You know, I could... No, even then, I don't think with sequences that really works out. Also, I don't think anyone is going to be thinking that hard about it. I know I certainly don't. They're just going to be like, do not drop these bamboo tiles, which are the ones I haven't discarded. Because, yeah, the problem with pawning out like that is that it does mean the jig is kind of somewhat up. So, maybe I shouldn't have. Okay. Well, it does also give me the option to fold here if I need to, so... which I will obviously not be doing for as long as humanly possible. Okay, drops both souths. I'm going to drop a north because you don't need that. Just, why don't you drop a nice 2 of bamboo? Anyone? Oh, fuck. Okay, we're fine. I'm really remiss to let this hand go. I think, particularly while I'm in dealer seat. Nah, I gotta push that. Okay, white dragon's safe. Drop a 2. Drop a 2 of bamboo. That's not dropping a 2 of bamboo, and now you've hit me with a mangan while I'm in dealer seat. Well, at least a mangan. Which is really fucked up of you. Oh, sick, it's Animan. Don't like that. I'm now only 3k behind last. Can you maybe not? Okay, well we're back at it again with the green dragons. Okay, ooh, that's good. Pair of 5s. Okay. So, we've got pair of green dragons, which can hopefully become a triplet. Thank you. Because I just need anything at this point to get me away from last. And green dragons 1 Dora will be doing that. Need to pair up on the 8s or the 5s, or pawn up. I could definitely pawn up on them. And then take either side of the sequence, or take either side of the sequence with a chi. Not you. I don't think this actually benefits us too much here. Yeah, I don't think this actually does much for us. Like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, sure, but then I have to break this 8 and I can only chi, whereas with these I can pawn. Like, I think if I'm going to play an open hand strategy anyway, this trumps that. But maybe I'm wrong. That's just my opinion. Pair of 8s. I mean, it doesn't really matter. We'll be swapping 1 pair of 8s for another pair of 8s. It don't make any difference to me. And if I draw a 3rd one, then I couldn't possibly have read drawing all 3 of them in, like, a row. So, it's still not on me. This 3 doesn't do me anything. I need either side of the man. Like 5 and 6. So, a 4 or 7 man, or an 8 man, or a 5 soul. Any of those would do me just wonderfully this fine evening. Is my mic quiet? Sorry, I've just very briefly looked up at my OBS. Hello? Can you make the green dragons Dora? That would be, like, really, really cool of you. No, I'll take that. I'll take that. You know what? Pleasure doing business with you. Slightly scary that you're so close to winning, but... okay, that 4's just been dropped, which means it's safe, so I'd be a fool to not. Okay, pawns out the south. We are in south round now, so that actually means something. That's good. You've just dropped 2 6s, so far be it from me to stop the party there. We're waiting on 4s and 7s of man. Let's hope and pray, people. Okay. Oh. I was like, the 1 is probably fine, and also I'm not willing to trade it out at this point. Thank God. There we are. Dragon 2 Dora. It's like nothing, you know, amazing, but it just keeps me the fuck away from last. I am really good at waking up with these green dragons, which is a skill that I have learned and perfected, and not just something that keeps happening. I'm, like, so good at waking up with 2 green dragons. Okay, what are we looking at for the rest of the hand? We've got 3 trip 4s and then 7, 7, 9 in the pin suit. We've got a pair of 6s now in the soul suit. Keeping this West around for basically sentimental value, I guess, but, you know, never know. Maybe it pairs up. Okay, there's a red dragon. There's white dragons down. I think we do pawn the green if we see it. And then just go for... This could be Pawn Palace. You never know. Yep, I think that's correct. And then, yeah, I could Pawn Palace this. No thing. Well, I'm not doing anything with these 9s now, I guess. I kind of wish I'd kept that 7, but hey-ho. At least we know the 9's safe, so, you know, we'll keep it around in case we get an ace and we want to change plans, but really and truly, I think the plan for the minute is to Pawn Palace it and then just coast off of that. May come to fruition, may not. An 8. That does change the rubric of it a bit. Because we could go sequences if we just drop this west. Yeah, it's a better call than the west. Which someone has a pair of, but they don't want to call the triplet. Well, okay. Well, it makes me feel slightly better about dropping it, I guess. You know, no complaints here. A chi. I draw the line at a chi. I draw the line at locking this hand down on a chi. If we self-draw like an 8 or a 7, then, you know, okay, fair enough. Maybe there's... Well, then we drop this 3, actually, and then we just kind of look from there. But I draw the line at chiing this hand on this and breaking apart what is a very good shape here. For our purposes. Right, that's another pawn. That goes without saying. What would we want next? I'll can. Fuck it. Why not? This doesn't help me. The white dragons are... I thought for a second, I was like, please let that be green dragons. No, it's white dragons that are Dora. Oh, that would have been so funny. Okay, I'm not waiting on Dora. I mean, sure, I guess. Ah, was that correct? I might have tunnel visioned Pawn Palace a little too much there. But it's fine. I think we can kind of relatively safely... Cool, I could have won if I'd have kept the 7s. Oh well. I'm not psychic. I can't account for drawing 3 of them in a row. As previously mentioned on the Artorias Winchester stream. Not psychic, unfortunately. Keep this 9 about. Have a nice one to try and win on if we on out a 6. That's unfortunate. Well, these 3s are down, so this could become 5, 6, 7, and we just win on up at 9. It means we don't get Pawn Palace, but it also means that we win a hand, so yeah, take the rough with the smooth there. Ooh, chi on 2, 3, 4 at this stage of the game. Fascinating. So I'm going to assume people just think that I'm, like, in Tenpai for something now. I'm going to try and push that illusion a bit. This 1 doesn't super help. Oh. Alright. Well, I guess we're doing a repeat. And also this player is going to be very close to busting out. Damn, 2 red 5s. Oh, 2 red 5s pure double. Yeah, no, fair. That will be a Hana one. You got that right, Chief. Damn, those are some big hands. A game, there appears to have been a mistake. I haven't woken up with 2 green dragons. What the fuck is this? Are you kidding me? There's been some kind of logistical error on your side, it seems. Could you correct this for next round? Get rid of this 9. This 9's doing nothing. So, okay, so we've got... What have we got in this hand? We've got a 3, who's here. Oh! I see what's happened. You gave the round start 2 green dragons to the wrong player. Okay, easy mistake. You meant to give them to me. I guess we get rid of this red dragon. Yeah. So we've got 2, 3 now. 6, 7, 7. 2, 4, 4, 5, which is odd. I think we probably hopefully want to drop a west wind for something in there, like 4, 5, 6, 2, 4, for example. And then this kind of 4, 6. which I don't like hugely love. This 2 is definitely our next drop. It's the weakest one we've got, I think. Because that improves to 468, which incorporates a Dora, which is fantastic news. There's definitely some interesting paths to victory here. I think they're all about 2 tiles away, though, at the minute, is the issue. Okay, we don't want to cheat that. That would be... Now, I do kind of fuck with a pair of 8s. Me, personally. I can get behind that. Now we're 1 tile away from winning with, like, Ricci 2 Dora. If we could basically self-draw the 5 of bamboo, then we hit the jackpot. Well, we are 1 step away from hitting the jackpot. This stream, I've just realized something. This is a fucking... this is a Tanyo hand now. This has always been a Tanyo hand. I don't know what anyone's been saying to the contrary. But this has basically always been a Tanyo hand. I don't know who said it wasn't. Okay, now all we need is a little bit of like an 8, a 5, a 4, 8, 5, or 4 of man. Now the 4s aren't looking super likely, but the 8s and 5s might have some legs on them, is what I'm hoping. Well, that is Tempai. However, it's a little bit decroded, you could say. Oh, cool! Just drop an 8 on me. Yeah, sure. That's cool. And now we're in for a 10 no Tempai. Okay, sure. If I can just self-draw a 4. Get this fucking 1 out of my hand, actually. Okay, cool. Well, glad I did that now rather than later, I guess. That is safe because you've just dropped it. Unless it's... No, well, it's safe from Ron. It might be a chi target, but... You know, do I care? There's something fast being made the other side of the table, which I'm not a huge fan of. I'm in for a 10. Fuck, this is the exact way I didn't want this to go. Guess it doesn't matter. Also, that's the worst person who could get points here. Please get nothing. You've got, like, that's not nothing. Oh my god, I'm surviving on, like, 200 points here. Please, can I make a hand? God. Mahjong really being sent to try me today. It's not been a great night at the tables, luck-wise. But it has been play-wise, I think, actually. I've got to give myself some credit where credit's due. I don't think I've played terribly. Have I played optimally? Hell fucking no. I haven't played terribly on the whole. Right. Speaking of play, how are we playing this hand? Weird fucking midsection on this hand. So 3-5 is a single weight. I mean, it's close to the center, so that's cool, but it's a single weight, so that's dog shit. The south is here. The midsection just got weirder. Okay, well, we'll drop this for now. So we have 3-5 triple 6 7 9. Now we could have this as 7 8 9 trip 6s 3 4 5. Midsection continues to get weirder. We could have it as 2 3 4 5 6 7 pair of 6s drop the 9. We could have it as 6 7 8 4 5 6 1 2 3. I guess. I'm kind of digging this drop the 9 angle. Which having like 6 7 no, because 7 8 9 trip 6s is kind of nice too. Call me crazy, maybe we drop this. Or maybe we should have dropped the 2 4. Yeah, that would have been a better idea. Oh, well. Yeah, there's basically a lot of different shapes that can fit into. So it's a weird one. Okay. I don't love that. But it is Dora acceptance, so... Like 2, 4, 6 to make something pair of 8s, and then we just sort out whatever the fuck is going on with this bit of the hand. Oh, okay. Or we don't have to think about that hand anymore, thank God. Yeah, that does basically nothing. I need to make the fastest bit of bullshit in the West for this hand here, otherwise I go down to last. Oh, even if I do, it doesn't matter. Okay, never mind. We can do this. We can do this. Get far enough ahead that this player can't do shit. The problem with this is that if I win, because I'm East Seat, the game repeats and they get another chance at victory. Which is just fucking a diabolical position to be in at the end here. This is actually so bad for me. I can't tiny on this right now. I can't. I also can't take this 9, I don't think. I might have to end up tanyaing this. Or trying to, I should more accurately put. Okay, red dragon down. It frees up a slot in our hand for a fucking 9. Cool. Oh, no. I don't want to have fucking terminal tiles, please. It's not really conducive to my anything. It also means I have to give up this clean Dora 8 to make this hand, which feels dreadful. Given how direly I am in need of as many points as possible. Like, let's say we get a 4 to fix this 3, 4, 5, which is already 1 tile we're waiting for. How do we then fix the rest of the hand? Sometimes sacrifices have to be made, I think is how you do that. I hate it. I hate it. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, you're just going full flush on that. There go all the 2s. So we can drop that 1 next. No, you're not going full flush because you've dropped 3... What? Now you give me a pair of 1s. What is this game? Mischief, Sui. Looking up on the menu today. I mean, fuck. Quite frankly. I think I have to go with making a hand over getting points. Which I'm not hugely a fan of. I also have to never drop any of these bamboo tiles. Oh, it's a fully outside hand. I see. Hey, where... Sure. I definitely had agency in that last round and could choose the outcome of me losing 17 or 111 points. I was like 1 game away from Expert 2 at one point. What happened? Holy. Okay, right. Well, I got time for 1 more in me. So, in me? What the fuck? I've mixed 2 phrases there. I've got 1 more in me, and I've also got time for 1 more. So, with that said, we'll go for 1 more. And surely I'm owed some good karma at this point, because I had literally no agency in, like, the loss of that last round. Again, I think. Oh god, it's just Ichihime. It's all cat girls. Okay, what are we looking at? Hand 1 here. New game, new me and all that. Gonna get rid of this 8 to start with. So we've got 2, 4, dog shit single weight, not really a fan. 7, 7, 8, okay, you know, 3 things that fix that. 1, 2, single weight. Are you winning? Hi there, Lady of the Dragons. Not exactly, but I'm having a good time all the same. And I hope you're having a good time wherever you are at the moment. I think it's the time to drop the screen dragon. Probably. Gotta get a Dora in there. Oh, we could have dropped the 2 instead, I guess. But this is also kind of close to, you could do like maybe 5, 6, 7, 7, 8 stuff. So, no, that was right. And, yeah, we still get rid of the white dragon anyway. Yay for good times. Indeed, indeed. I'm now alive and working on comms, so things are chill. Oh, hell yeah. Also, I like your cat paw. Thank you very much. Yeah, I got lucky at the gacha between this and my character, and I'm just like, yep, that'll That'll do until the Akagi event comes out in a couple of days, and I'm like, but Akagi. Oh. Best prize, indeed, indeed. Oh. Yeah, what kind of com work are you looking at the minute? Turn fucking 5, Richie, you what? What did you mean by this? That's fucked up. Don't do that. I'm gonna die turn 1 again. Okay, well, I guess I have to drop the safe tile. We don't have a pair here, so... there we go. Now I've got 2 single weights. How did this happen? I guess the 2 is probably my next best guess at a safe tile. Actually, no, the south is. But my next best guess after that is this 2. Which, you know, I'm not thrilled to drop, I'll be honest. It's not my, just some character pieces. Currently someone wants their OC in a new gothic outfit. Ooh, nice. Hell yeah, the high gothic stuff can look really cool as well. I think I have to do this. And then I need something in the middle to fix, and then I guess I go Ricci chasing, but... it's not my favourite play. Because I am beset on my right side by a lasagna that is eternal. And it wants to kill me. Yeah, you know what? The funny orange button has appeared. Fuck it, we send. I'm owed some good fortune. I'm owed some good karma here. That's my logic. I don't think it's a particularly sound reach. Don't win off that. Don't win off of Dora Westwind. I will cry. Oh! Oh. I just had, like, my entire Mahjong career flash before my eyes. I was like, don't win off of Dora Westwind when I've done this bad reach. That... okay, what do you need? 3? And that was... okay, fully concealed red dragon. Sure. Solid starting hand. Mine would have been better, but it's fine. Oh. There we go. Right, next hand, anyway. We are in dealer's seat now. So... that's kind of cool. If we can make something fast, we can repeat. Other than that, we are looking at... I've just realized I'm the only non-cat girl character on the table, but I have the cat paw. I feel like this is like cultural appropriation or something. Like, I mean, I merely have the cat paw cosmetic. These people are cat girls. That feels fucked up. Oh, do we drop this 3? Yeah. Yeah, I drop a 3 here. Nyaz in cosplay. Oh, that's true, actually, yeah. It's not appropriation, it's homage. I have nothing against the cat girls. I guess now we get rid of this green dragon. So we're waiting on, like, a second sequence here. Drawing another 3 or a 5 of bamboo would go kind of nuclear. Because it means we have the potential for pure double sequence. Alternatively, you know, this is also good. Just Pinfu. Pinfu Wandora? You're not going to catch a guy like me complaining about Pinfu Wandora. Ooh. So, 6s or 9s. And 9s are like a fairly likely drop for people as well who don't know. They're just like, I know whenever I don't know what to drop and there's no, like, guaranteed save tiles, it's just go to the terminals. Although they've gone to the wrong end of the terminals, you're on the right path there, cat girl across from me, but... and you on the left, I want you to do the 9s, not the 1s. Maybe get with a 6, you know, that'd be cool too. But, like, mainly, I'm in it for the 9s. There we go. Yeah, not a huge hand. Just Ricci Pinfu. Ooh, 1 Ura as well. Okay, there we are. That makes it a dealer bootleg Mongon. Which does put me in first. There we are. Finally, some good karma. Now I've just got to hold it and not throw it for the rest of the game. We have 2 norths, which is a pair. It's about the most nice thing I can say about it. That pair of norths sure is a pair of tiles in the video game. Got this 9 for the 7 because it's a marginal improvement. Also, actually, no, sorry, it's a bigger improvement as well because it leads us to Dora acceptance in case we ever get 7, 8, 9 somehow. We do not want to pawn the norths. Okay, now maybe we do. Now maybe we do. Because we could do like pawn, 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 and just do like pawn palace. Or, and hear me out here, we do happen to have 5 pairs in hand. Which is like kind of close to 7 pairs if you think about it. What that does mean is that I'm going to have to make a choice. I could have been in 7 pairs tempai. Oopsie poopsie. Oh well. Yeah, we're going to have to do a bit of thinking about this one. Now, I think if we do go for 7 pairs, we don't call reach on it. We don't lock ourselves into a single weight. 7, 7, 8 is, like, better than this 5, if in case we do decide to pivot back out. Also, it puts us slightly closer to, like, you know, maybe 7 pairs and also half flush, which is definitely a thing that's on the table here. Now we have to make a decision. Do we pawn palace, or do we... Pawn palace with a dragon, or 7 pairs? I'm going to not for now. Okay, well... That would have been my 7 pairs. Second 7 pairs, tempai missed. Also, the rest of the table I've realized is kind of moving relatively quickly. Oh, well, I can't drop that. Well, I can't drop that. Let me tell you how much I can't drop that. So I guess we have to drop this 8. And then how many 5s are down? None. How many 3s are down? 1. How many 5s are down? That's 2 of them down. There's any problem? Like, I want to keep it for greed purposes, but for greed purposes isn't going to really... And, well, I definitely can't keep that because of Furiten purposes, but... Okay, now this dream is officially dead. We need to just, like, stick a fork in him. He's done. I don't need it. Pairing up on West Winds would be devious here as like a final. Only 1 of them down. Maybe someone's holding 1 as a pair. Okay, that's kind of bad. Consider the defensive play. Which is not pawning. No, I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. Oh, no. That's Ipatsu as well. Actually, is it just Riichi? Oh, no, it's not Ipatsu. Okay. It's still 7.7k, which still smarts. And puts me to 3rd. Okay. Tough one. Tough one. Tough one. But I definitely felt like I was, like, so close to that hand for a while. So I was like, yeah, I do kind of want to get in there with that. Okay, what have we got this hand? Moving on. We've got woken up with a pair of white dragons and trip 4s, which, or, you know, 3, 4, 5 pair of 4s, depending on how you want to look at it, which is interesting. We've then got 7, 8 here, a random 2, a random 3, a fairly random north. I think, okay, I'm gonna greed a little. Take this 8 over this 2. But then the second I see a second north, we're like out of there. Oh, we could also hit Dora 9 again. Why though? No, don't do that. Okay, well, luckily that's the tile you discarded, so I'm definitely dodging Ipatsu. But yeah, outside of that, it's a... You don't need the north. I don't need to can this, actually. I can now have 3, 4, 5 triplet of 4s. Canning this when someone's already called reach? Horrendous idea. No, do not tempt me, demon. I will not be canning these 4s. Do not tempt me, demon. That's just gone down, so that's probably fine. The greens are more likely to be a bit more shelf stable in their being fineness, but the numbers can get a bit tricky. That I will pawn, I think. Now I just kind of need this to pair up somehow. Fuck it. Okay, that is more Dora for me. Am I thrilled about it? I mean, I wouldn't necessarily go that far. I mean, this person's called Reach and there hasn't been a single red dragon down, so I have to be a little bit scared. No, I don't need it. Still don't need this. I want you to know the amount of mental fortitude it's not taking. Sorry, it is taking to not just. Oh, heck. Okay, it's fine because we're just gonna drop this 8, which is safe to you. It is my last remaining like safe tile that isn't part of my hand that I'm really trying to make. Is the only issue. I think the south will probably be fine, but I'm really looking for a reason to risk it all. Or maybe I'm not. Maybe I can be content with just, you know, the humble fold. Maybe there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, well, yeah, now we're at pick your poison stage. I gotta drop 7. Oh, we lived, we lived, we lived! Oh, that's huge. Can I do it one more time? I have to believe! I believed. Holy shit. 6s or 9s. 6s or 9s and we pull off the robbery of the century. I believe! That's a safe tile. That's good. Come on, 6s or 9s. Preferably a 9 for the double Dora, but I don't think anyone's dropping a 9 at this point because people are playing this, like, so close to the chest. If I could self-draw a 9, you know, wouldn't complain. No! Not like this! Oh, God, they had every Dora known to man. Ah, that's a deal to fucking Hanuman. Okay. So the bad news is that we're never getting first. Boo, I agree. I agree, Lady of the Dragons. Boo and various other fucking... What am I looking... What's the term I'm looking for? Negative gesturings, I suppose. Oh, there's a better word for that. Oh, we'll workshop that one. But yeah. The bad news is we're never getting first. The good news is that we're kind of close to second, and last place is kind of close to being below 0 points. So there could be a second steal kind of angle in here. With that being said, I think we're living in the weird fucked up world where this pair of 7s doesn't help me. Which, I know, you might be thinking crazy, but I already have a pair of Souths, which is almost certainly going to be my pair, because there's only one other one left in the deck. I need space for this 2, 3, and 5, 6 to become full sequences. So they're going to have to go at some point anyway. And now we're kind of looking on a path where we can do, like, Reachy Pin through and just have everything be fine. Or we could draw a third 7 and it's Reachy, but slightly worse. But, you know, that's also the least likely option when we could have 4 or 7 pin, or 5 or 8 man. Okay, I really would have liked that turn, actually. Can you, like... Excuse me? Mr. Lasagna, can you not? Okay, don't need that. Don't need that either. You were so close. You mixed up the numbers and the suits there. That in the man suit would have worked brilliantly. For pin, I need 4s or 7s game. It's, you know, it's fine. It's an easy mistake to make. I was conveying a lot of information there. But really, there are like 5 tiles in the game that get me to Senpai. And that's not one of them. 5 types of tiles. How many actual tiles? I don't know. It's probably like, what? That's max 20, so I'm going to take a wild punt at like, maybe 15, 14 tiles. Hey, when did everyone start doing this, by the way? Why did we can and give that last place 3 Dora red dragons? What are we doing? Can we not? I was kind of looking forward to just, you know, doing a cheeky bit of second stealing, but 1-7 left on the deck. Oh, I see. They hate me. They hate me. Oh, do I have to just lock this down and play full defense? I will lock this down and play full defense. Don't think I won't. He says, not playing defense. Okay, that's fine. Because this hand is just Ricci Pinfu. It's not worth risking my neck over, quite frankly. This hand is fucking terrifying. Yeah, you know what? You know what? No. We fold this. This is ludicrous. There is no reason on God's green earth that we need to be doing all that. I'll drop this 3 first. The West is safe to you too, and also probably by proxy, everyone, I think. Like, who cares how bad my hand gets? Everyone's dropped a 2, so that's safe. Yeah, we're just don't get hit. It really is that simple. Like, we'll take a 3k penalty if we have to. It will suck, but it'll suck less than whatever the fuck is going on at this table currently. A lot of 3s down as well, actually. Maybe I can slip one of them in. I don't even want to drop this white in case someone pairs up on like a white dragon, which would be kind of heartbreaking. Alrighty then. So second is also out of commission. Yeah, because that's a dealer mon gun. No, not a dealer mon gun, sorry, just a regular mon gun. And I would need kind of like double my current points. And I am somewhat hamstrung by the fact that I seem to not be able to win hands currently. Which, you know, it happens to the best of us. We can overcome at some point, potentially. But as for right now, yes, going to be a bit difficult. But we'll give it a go. We'll jolly well give it a go. No, I think if I just drop the 1, then I have to drop the 2 as well. And then I have to draw the 3 next turn because I know this game. I know that's what's going to happen. Like, you know, you're not even going to get a rise out of me if you do it. Buddy? Yeah, there you go. Give me something different instead. You let it know that, like, you already know it's bullshit. Oh, excuse me. If you let the game know that you already know it's bullshit, it becomes a lot less funny for it, and therefore it'll give you a different tile. Until you start believing in that too hard, and then it goes back to being funny again. It's a weird cyclical thing. I don't really need a red dragon, a singular red dragon in this hand, particularly if someone else is already holding 2 of them. I don't particularly feel like going down with a ship and being the person holding the red dragon there. I feel like being the person who gets points. Okay, this is actually shaping up to not be a terrible hand at all. In fact, you could almost say that we are 1 tile away from Ricci here. We get ideally a 4, but, you know, yeah, ideally a 4 to fix this. Then we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 9, pair of 5s, pair of 6s, and we're just waiting on the triplet version of one of those. Alternatively, if we can get, like, you know, 4 or 6 a pin, or a 5 or 7 a mon, I will happily turn one of these into, like, a sequence weight, or this. Yep, that'll do. Give me the 4. Give me the 4. The 4 bamboo. Because then that's Ricci and 2 red 5s, which is, you know, something. It's better than a poke in the eye with a sharp stick. As are a lot of things, to be fair, but this is definitely included on that list. Oh, a chase. Okay. Fascinating. I guess actually they're far enough behind that that's completely valid, because what else have you got to lose at that point? Would love to hit this player to my left. They could just drop a nice juicy 4. That would be grand. No? Okay. Well, I hope this 9 doesn't kill me. It did. Cool. What have you got? Just Richie Pinfu? It's not great. Oh, cool. I'm almost in 4th again. How does this keep happening? How does this keep happening? Actual insanity. Lord alive, it's tough here. Why? You don't like being poked in the eye with a pointy stick? It's controversial opinion, I know, but it's not among my top 10 favorite things. Get good. I mean, I guess, yeah. I guess that is the thing, Tiny Sorcerer. Also, hi, nice to see you here. Hope you're doing well. I'm so sleepy, but I have donuts, so keep me awake while I eat donuts, please. I will do my best. I hope you find Mahjong ramblings and me wondering how in God's name I'm getting this unlucky tonight entertaining, because boy howdy, have I had some rotten luck on some of these hands. Hope you're well too. I'm not doing too bad, you know. I'm a little on the EP side myself, but I can still go. I can still go for a few rounds at the old Mahjong tables. I love your Mahjong ramblings. Ah, thank you so much. That's very sweet of you to say. And it's also very good, because there's plenty of them. I can ramble about this game for quite a while. Doesn't mean I necessarily know what I'm doing. No, but like, you know, there's something there, maybe. There's enthusiasm there. Okay, so, speaking of enthusiasm, I'm fairly enthusiastic about this hand. Sick segue, Artie. Because once we drop this 3 for something on either side of this sequence, I guess, or just anything around this sequence, we can probably, like, we'll be 1 away from calling reach, I think. Depends on what the thing here is, actually. But, yeah, like, a 5 of bamboo would go nuclear here. So it's a shame that my opponent just dropped one. An 8 of bamboo wouldn't go amiss, you know, because it's Dora. We've got Dora acceptance. We've got potential multi-tile things in there. And my opponent has called reach, and none of it probably matters in 2 turns. But the theory was really nice. Yeah, we're doing this 3 is at least safe, and so is this 8, to be fair. The worse you are, the more likely one of your many students will get to best their teacher, which is a gift. This is true. This is true. Many of them, you know, many of them do conspire to... I had Pixel in here earlier saying that he wants to just grind up on ranked so he can snipe me during streams. I was like, oh god. Right, drops 1. I kind of need to drop a 3 here, but I don't want to drop a 3. Is this ever worth it? Does it help? Fuck it. Okay, I did kind of deserve to die for dropping that 3, so I'm glad I didn't. Right, come on, like, a 5 here would go thermonuclear, an 8 wouldn't go amiss. There it is. Right, 2s, 5s, and 8s. As long as I don't die for dropping the 6, we're waiting on 2s, 5s, and 8s. There's so many tiles that we can win off of. You know what? At least that it's the guy going down last. If you can just, like drop off the face of the earth here. No, not quite. Okay. It's still probably one of the best outcomes it could have been for me. But also, I do need to find a hand that wins the video game at some point. Okay. Maybe, I was going to say maybe this can be the one. Looking at it, not likely. But what it does have going for it is a nice 2-2-3 shape, which can be fixed by 1s, 2s, and 4s. A 5-6 can be fixed by 4s and 7s. If we get a 7 there, there's also an 8, which might be useful. I don't like this green dragon over this pair of 9s, personally. We've also got 8, 8, 9. This 4 is a bit random, but, like, I'll keep it till we drop the dragons in case we draw a 5 or a 3, and then it becomes, you know, sequence kind of fodder. That's trip 8s. That could be, or it could be pair of 8s, 7, 8, 9. Again, there's already a red dragon down, so let's try and keep as many kind of worlds open as we can before we commit to any given one. By getting rid of all this first. We probably drop the 9 into 4, I don't know. How many pre-bed donuts is a bad idea? Probably 1, right? Depends. How much sleeping are you planning on doing? Because, like, if you don't mind just sitting on your phone, because it's a Saturday and, you know, it's Sunday tomorrow, and most people, not all, but most, don't have to get up on Sundays, then any number of pre-bed donuts is a good idea. Oh, you want to sleep lots? I have some unfortunate news regarding the status of the of the number of donuts you should consume. Because in that case, it is 0. Pre-bed donut. Oh. Can't read that and not think of it in Homer Simpson's voice. It's too perfect. The hand has been improving while I've been chatting, by the way. Can it improve by getting some more Dora here? No, but like, you know, I dig the attempt. Is it ever worth keeping this 2? I'm going to go out on a limb and say no. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got trip 8s. We've got 9s. We literally just need something either side of this 4 or ideally this 5 to make some sequence stuff. And then, you know, we're in the money. Obviously, there's Dora acceptance here. There's guaranteed a red 5 here. If we get a 4 on this, actually, then we could potentially Dora accept a 3. If we're so lucky to find it as, like, the tile we run on, which, not super likely, but gives us the option. And we still get an out on the 6, you know, if we don't win that way. Do I regret dropping this 2? No. No, I don't think I do. I think we hold fast here. There's too much Dora on either side of these tiles to really give it up at the minute. Like, there's a good reach in here if I can just draw one more tile. But that west wind is not going to be it, unfortunately. Okay, there's A5 down. There's no 3s that I can see. Okay, well, we did talk about Dora acceptance. And that does let us accept the Dora. It puts us on a single weight, which is a bit iffy, but... I mean, people are more likely going to drop the 4. Oh, Christ. Okay. Sure, we're just being instant chased. I'm in the weird position where my Ricci doesn't actually cause any pressure because... 2 people either side, like to the left and right of me, are so far ahead it doesn't matter if they get hit. And the person behind me is so far behind they've got nothing left to lose. So, like, I'm the only one who could be scared off here by a Ricci. And I Ricci'd first, so I didn't really get a choice in the second one. Oh, can you imagine if we got this 4, though? The 4 would go so crazy right about now. On the 6s, you want to drop a 4. You've already dropped one. You can drop another. That's an 8. That's like twice as big as it needs to be. Also, apparently you were on for something huge. Oh, because you had, like, yeah, a billion euros. That's 16k. And even after getting hit for 16k, I am still nowhere near second. Lord alive. This game, huh? This game. This one right here. What the fuck? I think it's maybe the best way I can express myself with regards to this one. And a few of them tonight, to be fair. A few of them tonight have just been a little like, we sure about that? Can we run the numbers on that one again? Half of this hand is really good. Like, I love the 2 green dragons trip 9s. And I will tolerate 1, 2, 7, 8, and the kind of rest of it is just like, what are we doing here? I guess what I'm doing here is dropping the 3, because maybe we get 3 small dragons. Okay. I don't want this 8 particularly. if we see a second red dragon go down, I believe this is something you get with online multiplayer. Sometimes base skin means it's a new player. Sometimes it means it's someone who only cares about crushing it. Oh, yeah, yeah. Although, to be fair, to get to the rank I'm at, you have to actually, like, play an insane amount of Mahjong. Like, it's not even the highest rank, or even second highest, but just because Mahjong games can take a while, to get here, you kind of have to, like, it took me for fucking ever, essentially. And it won't take other people as long who are, like, properly good at the game. But it's still a fair grind to, like, smurf. Although you are right that it is kind of like, you know, just 3 people who all just happen to be using Ichihime. She's like, I think I have to give up on the Dragon Dream. I think this is just better. I've never heard Smurf used that way. Wait, you've never heard of smurfing? As in, like, getting a new account to, like, play at lower ranks? That's the, well, that's as far back as I've known, that's been the term for it. I don't know why it's called smurfing, mind you. But that's what I know it as. I'm gonna drop the white dragon as well here. I kind of don't want to, oh, I don't play MMOs. Neither do I. I was thinking more like, I heard it a lot in, like, Dota. Way back when I played that. Darker times indeed. I don't need it. I don't need it. Problem is, if I don't take that, then my weight becomes real bad. Like... I'm starting to think I did, in fact, need it, and that this was greedy. Oh, because I'm dealer as well. What am I doing? Okay, misplay there. Misplay there. Because I could have just taken it and then tried to, like, dealer repeat into another hand. Not that I'm... am I looking to dealer repeat? Is the like, $1,000,000 question here? Because, like, maybe I'm not. Oof, that's a bomb. Just hope no one kills you for it. I did, in fairness, draw that and then say that's a bomb, so that's kind of on me for losing to that. You know... Because I don't. Oh, feck. Yeah, to put it in technical term, the technical terms of my people, feck, arse, and buggery. Right. Oh, cool, and you've got green dragons. Can I get a hand that makes 100 points? I'm drastically lowering my, my fucking threshold here of hands that will do. Just 100 fucking points. That's all I want. Like, I'm gonna drop Dora. Because it's also a 1, so I don't really want it. Because I could just Tanyao something from this one guy across from me. And it'll all work out. There we go, drop this 9 as well. Now we're in Tanyao Town. Oh, cool. You want to hit me with 3 big dragons? Go on. Fucking hit me with... If I drop a white dragon... If I get a white dragon, I'm dropping it. Just hit me with 3 bigs. It'd be so funny. Okay, looks like it might not be 3 bigs. The 3 big lads. It's definitely not 3 big lads. No. Sure. 369, damn good time. I'll reach on that. Do I have... Okay, I've got no Dora. Unless there's any Uras that want to get involved. I've not got Pinfu. This is just Ricci. And Ipatsu. 2,600. I'm not last! Hell yeah. There we go. Right. All that, and I'm celebrating third. God. I used to be halfway through Expert 2. What happened? What happened to these games? Oh. Right. Well. Look. Sometimes you've just got to take a moment and say that, like, this is a sign from God that he fucking hates you. Because my past win rate is... Oh, it's not... I can't believe, like, we go back to, like, recent 20 matches. I was having a good time here, you know? Things were going well. I was like, damn, I'm going to get back to Expert 2. It's going to be great. And then this fucking happened. And I don't think I readily deserved that. Oh. Oh, but yeah. With that being said, that's probably where I'm going to be signing off for this evening. So, yeah, Lady of Dragons, I hope your commission work goes well. Tiny Sorcerer, enjoy your donuts. I'm going to go and raid us into someone who should be able to keep the party going. Let's go for... have a look. Oh, hey. Yeah, Honeybee streaming. Oh, let's go raid into her, shall we? Raid into them, yeah. So, go, tell them that Artie said hi. Those of you who are raiding in. And for everyone else watching on the YouTube end or the VODs or anywhere else, thank you, and for my Twitch audience as well, to be fair. Thank you all very much for watching. I've been Artorius Winchester, and I'll see you all next time. Farewell.